Hi everyone, I am Diane Applewhite. I am showing my son how I make cabbage. It's pretty straightforward. Thanks for tuning in. First, I've cut up in quarters a large cabbage, and I'm leaving out the core. This is the core part of it, hard part in the middle. You don't want to cut that up, so I'm leaving that out. And this is how I'm cutting my cabbage. I just turn a quarter on its side and then go like this. Next thing I'm doing is I am going to fry some bacon. I'm gonna fry some bacon. This is about 7 strips of bacon that I'm gonna fry. Actually, I cut up 7 strips of bacon. Now that I got this bacon cooked down, the bacon is cooked down to the way I like it, I am going to add the cabbage into this pan. Now it seemed like a lot, but cabbage is going to cook down. But the cabbage is going to cook down. Then any piece that need to be broken up, I kind of do that along the way. And again, this is one big head of cabbage. Well, actually it's a large cabbage. You can hear the sizzle. And now what I'm doing is just kind of getting it situated in the pan. Moving it around a bit. And as it begins to cook, it's gonna shrink down. So this is the part that I like with cabbage. Now that it's in this pan, let me make sure you see it out. Now that this cabbage is in this pan, what I do, how I make my cabbage is I sprinkle it with just a little bit of salt. Then I sprinkle it with a little bit of garlic. Well, this is more than a little bit. Then I think I'm gonna leave out the black pepper. Yeah, I usually leave out the black pepper, and what I do is I sprinkle on, I like a lot of parsley flakes, and I put on, these are parsley flakes, and I always use a lot of it because I just like a lot of parsley. I like the way it makes my my cabbage look. So I'm basically going to use up all of this. And then before I forget now, before I move on, cabbage makes its own water. Cabbage makes its own water, but I always like to add about a cup, started off with about a cup of water, just because I want to make sure I don't let it burn, it doesn't stick, it doesn't scorch, but otherwise it'll make its own cabbage. And what I'm going to do is let this, once I add this water and this cooks down, I'm just going to let the water cook out till there's nothing left but the juices from the cabbage and the bacon that I use. So I'm going to go ahead and add this water in, which I normally put that in first. So I got the cabbage, and And I have this cooking over right now. I got it cooking over kind of like, well, it's medium heat, not medium high, kind of between medium high and medium low heat. So if you can see, it's already cooking down. Now that I put the parsley flakes in there, another thing I like to do, I always do, is use red pepper flakes without fail. This would not be my, this is not be my cabbage the way I like it if I don't use these red pepper flakes. So I'm going to put, that's what these are, red pepper flakes. So I'm going to put in as much of it as I like. And I like it because it kind of brings out the color of the cabbage. I think that's about enough. And the last thing I always do, I like to do with my cabbage, I always like to drizzle it with some extra virgin olive oil. And I'm going to drizzle, it's about I say no more than 2 tablespoons that I'm going to drizzle on here. And it helps when that water cooks out of it. I'm going to be gauging and watching the water. And when that water cooks out of it, there should be nothing left. The only thing that's going to be left in this skillet is the fat from the bacon and this olive oil that it's going to be frying in. So basically, I'm smothering and frying my the cabbage. I'm going to leave it alone for about 5 minutes. And here's another thing. You got to keep stirring it. You got to keep working with it, depending on how you might want your cabbage. I don't like my cabbage scorched. I don't like it burnt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep checking on it every few minutes until it's going and cooking the way I like it cooked. And these little thick pieces down here, like a thick piece like this, you want to make it sure that it's all broken up. And it will be by the time I finish. You see how that water is starting to cook out? Well, I'm going to keep working with this until it's cooked all the way out. It's been cooking, I say, about 45 minutes now. Really, this whole process takes about anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. I'm going to let it cook about 10 or 15 more minutes just to make sure that it's not too crunchy, that it's cooked the way I like it. But right now, it's looking pretty good, and I'm just going to let it cook for about another 10 to 15 minutes until the cabbage soften up a little bit more. I will see you then. This cabbage now is the way that I like it. You see how the water has cooked out, and there's nothing left in it but the olive oil and the grease from the baking fat. There it is, how I fry my cabbage. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, bye-bye.